What it is how we beast. You're watching AUD. Keep it locked.
I just might not make it. I just might not make it. I just might not make it. I just might not make it.
The sounds of Juñor featuring Man, song called Top Flight. You're listening to the Hip Hop Show on Triple J. My name is Hal, and I have the gentleman in the house right now. He's a DJ. He is an artist.
Yeah.
And he's also a radio presenter.
Correct.
Part of the new wave, the new school, the new generation. My man Juñor, how you doing, bro?
Good, thanks. Thanks for having me on, man.
Hey, my pleasure.
Yeah, it's really good to be on, man.
Now let's talk about, because not too many people will be familiar with you. Maybe people will be familiar with you traveling around with Ivan News.
Totally. Yep.
DJing with him. But let's start at the beginning, man. How did it all start? Because it seems now you're in a pretty great position for your generation to be able to present a lot of young artists that are coming out now. So where did it start with you?
So pretty much, I was pretty much just bored at home, kicking it in my studio. Had nothing to do for a little bit and decided I was going to live stream out some DJ sets. Yeah. And figured I'd just spin all the homies that were killing it in the country at the moment. Just decided to brand it as AUD. Like literally just started with an iPhone 4 in my home studio.
Right.
And then like doing that for a couple of weeks, got a whole bunch of attention like online. And I just approached like a local radio in Melbourne that I'd recently done an interview on. And I was like, we should turn this into a radio show. It's getting heaps of love. And 3 weeks later, new season, and I was on air and it started. So it just went crazy from there.
But what about even before that? So you started off as DJ though?
No, so I started off as a rapper.
All right.
So yeah, I linked up with Ivan. He was actually like a couple years back, probably like 4 years ago actually, just playing like low-key shows as little kids coming up pretty much. And he was actually supporting me at a gig and didn't have a DJ. I did a little bit of DJing at the time, so I was like, man, I'll just spin for you.
Yeah.
And then we just had a mad night that night, became good mates and just kept going from there.
Oh, so you didn't really know each other?
That was like one of the first times we met each other, and we just like clicked straight away, and then things started happening for him and I kept DJing, and yeah, here we are now pretty much.
Yeah. And so you just touched on how AUD began. Did you feel like that was came out of necessity, or was it really out of boredom? Like, hey, let me just...
Oh, well, yeah, I'd been thinking for a while, like me and the crew have been thinking for a while of having some sort of platform to push everything that was going on. Because traveling around the country, like the whole new generation, everyone like knows each other, everyone stays at each other's places when they're in different states and stuff. So it is like a real big like community sense of the new gen. So I was like, man, I'm just going to put everyone's stuff together and play. Like we'd wanted to have some sort of platform for a little bit, and I guess like just having nothing to do at the time was like the perfect time. Like everyone with the whole culture was pushing. I think everything just clicked at the perfect time and just kept going from there. Yeah.
So did you feel any kind of, well, even now, do you feel any kind of pressure to keep presenting like your generation and pushing forward the culture?
I didn't expect like the amount of attention that it did get like when it kicked off, and so when that kind of happened, I kind of did take it on a little bit like, all right, if we're gonna do it, let's do it properly. Yeah, exactly. So that's why like season 3 AUD, we're just taking a bit of a break, making sure when we do come back it's 100% like proper. We're leveling it up proper, like because the guys and the music and everyone making the music out there deserves it. So just try and do it all proper and give everything what it deserves pretty much.
So how do you find time to differentiate between you as a recording artist, as a DJ? Because you performed in Sydney with Kwame.
Yep, last night.
And of course we were just talking about the AUD. So where does one stop and where does one start? Or is it just a mishmash wherever you can get him fit in?
Straight up, sleep where you can, man. Pretty much. Been like touring around with Ivan News heaps as well. So it is kind of hard to like fit everything in. This year I've stopped working other jobs, just dedicated music 100%. So DJing around at places, like getting in the studio, like touring and stuff. Just pretty much sleep where I can. Have one day a week where I crash out. The rest of the time try and work as hard as I can, pretty much.
So where do you think you'll be finding $80 in a few years' time? Because it really did come at a quite a special time. Because for a while, because obviously I've been doing this for a long time, and just seeing different movements, and right now is a quite exciting time, as you know. Because for a while there, I was getting a bit crazy. But so where do you see yourself taking this culture forward?
Pretty much
in a few years' time,
the whole, like, my whole generation, pretty much, our aims are, like, global, man. We all want to, like, everyone is out there killing it on internet land, doing crazy numbers on internet land, and we just kind of see it as the internet. There's no borders anymore. Like, we're on the same level as anyone else globally doing their thing, pushing it on the internet. So just trying to translate that and that buzz that's happening on the internet into real life stuff, and actually getting everyone exported overseas and doing stuff and making noise on a global scale. As a media channel for AU dollars, that's pretty much our aim, to push it globally and continue to push the whole Australian culture globally, because like it happened for the UK in the last 5 years, it's happening for heaps of different countries around the world at the moment, and I feel like everyone making music in this country is at a real good time and position for that to kind of happen. So we want to keep getting bigger and keep diversifying what we're doing from like a media channel perspective, and music wise we're pushing and hoping that expecting everyone to break that global barrier in the next couple of years, hopefully.
Awesome. Well, I appreciate your work, bro, because like when we talked about earlier, we're all trying to play our part in pushing this culture forward. And
we're just another piece of the puzzle. There's heaps of pieces of the puzzle.
Exactly right. And I think there needs to be a lot of importance placed on community radio.
Straight up.
I mean, like Triple J does a job, but we need people in the community radio and grassroots to really help push and collect all those pieces. So
that's what we've found, man. Everyone working together, everyone pushing together is better than everyone just trying to do it by themselves.
For sure.
Like,
I mean, it's always good to have a healthy competition, but
absolutely.
But the end game needs to be everyone, because that's just how things move.
Straight up, absolutely.
So this weekend you'll be playing Big Swell.
I'm not playing Big Swell.
Oh, you're not playing?
But I played the Melbourne one.
Oh, I played the Melbourne one.
But we've got an entire AU Dollars media room set up there. I'm going to be interviewing all the artists and having a chat to everyone there, so it's going to be really good.
Yeah, man. So you're going to jump on the mix.
Let's get it.
So you're going to give the people a little bit of what you're going to play? Or
so pretty much I'm doing a 40-minute mix-up, and I'm going to be slamming in as much cash as absolutely possible. You're probably going to hear about 40 seconds to a minute of each track, and I'm just going to fly through them and show you guys what's happening out there at the moment.
All right, I'll let you go jump on.
Let's get it.
You're listening to the Hip Hop Show on Triple J. The Young G Juñor is about to jump on the mix. As he said, 40 minutes of probably trying to fit in 100 tracks, right? Keep it locked, Triple J.
Drifting in and out of consciousness, speaking to my conscience, says asking what my problem is. The river told us secrets, we probably share some too. Dancing on the moon, gotta have you home real soon. But for now, let's just get lost in a moment. Open up your eyes and then close them. Driving and smoking, I love you, I'm just joking. Sweet Santa Rosa, the sober girl, hold this weed made it hard to focus. But I've been dreaming about you for the whole night. Shit, girl, maybe my whole life. White lies and white lines, they ain't bad as they say they is. I hate it when she call me by the stupid alias. Chased around the world's radius. Yeah, this soul racing atheist. I was raised on good love and rock and roll, waiting for these future events to slowly unfold. But baby, good times will never take their toll. Good times will never take their toll, baby. Good times will never take their toll, baby. Good times will never take their toll, baby. Good times will never take their toll, baby.